Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part one, the vision. Years ago, when I was in college, our international airport was not very far away from our university. And as you would imagine, airplanes were in the sky at any given time of day. As I would walk to class, I would look up and I'd watch them climb higher and higher. They'd turn and then disappear into the clouds. And I'd always say the same thing. I want to go. I want to go. God, I don't care where they're going. I want to go. So I would continue on to class. But sometime later, I got a job at a very large health insurance company in their customer service department. One particular day, I had just finished talking to a customer. I removed my headsets, laid them down, and I looked up to the ceiling and silently I said, God, this is a nice job and all, and I'm grateful for it. And I like it, but is this all I'm ever gonna be as a customer service rep? Well, I did something that day that I have never done before. Usually when I ask God for something, I bug him about it. And I say, God, you didn't forget me, did you? Or your word says that I could ask. But not this time. It was totally different. I instantly let it go and just forgot about it. Well, I put my headsets back on and continued talking to customers. About 15 minutes later, the landline phone on my desk rings. It's my supervisor. She wants me to come up to the front of customer service and pick up some folders and take them up to another department. Well, I turn off my phone. I walk up to customer service, to the front of customer service, and pick up the folders, tuck them under my arm, and I walk down this long hallway to get to the elevator section. I finally get to the elevator section, and the elevator section is carpeted. It has recessed lighting and it's kind of dark. It gives you the ambiance of a dimly lit fancy restaurant. Next to it is the cafeteria. Cafeteria is bright. And for some reason, that particular day, I wanted to go into the cafeteria. I don't know why. I don't know if I was just being nosy or something was getting my attention or what. But I walked towards the cafeteria, and the moment that my foot started to touch the cafeteria floor, I was hit by a flood of light was coming towards me. And it just was so bright, so intense, so powerful. I couldn't see. I tried to look to the left, tried to look to the right. I couldn't see. And so I put my hands over my eyes to shield my eyes, and I bowed down, to see if I could get away from the light. I came back up, same thing. It was just overpowering, very powerful, just a lot of light. And it was very intense, very bright. I put my hands over my eyes again, and I bowed down, trying to get away from the light, and I came back up. Same thing. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see anything around me. It was just so overwhelming, so intense. And I did the same thing. I put my hands over my eyes, bent down, I bowed down, and I came back up. Well, the third time, the light was gone. There was no light. I ran into the cafeteria. I looked at the rays coming from the sun through the window, but that was not it. I went to the middle of the floor and I looked up to the fluorescent bulbs. That wasn't it either. I looked all around from corner to corner, end to end. I didn't see, there was no light. No one was in the cafeteria, just me. Then all of a sudden I remembered, I've got to get these folders up to this department. So I hurry out of the cafeteria and into the darkened elevator area. I push the button and I wait for the elevator to come and get me. While I'm waiting, I noticed something out of the peripheral vision of my left eye. I turned and I saw something coming towards me. It was the light. The light came closer to me, and it was as if the light had toned down some so it wouldn't blind me. And for some reason, I smiled. I don't know why, but I smiled at the light. Now, in a normal situation, I think I would have run like greased lightning. I would have hauled out of there. But I didn't feel threatened. I felt safe. I felt comforted. I felt like everything was okay. Everything's all right. There was no fear. And the light went up to the ceiling and it spread all the way down to the floor so that I was inside the light. I could hear office workers talking. So I was very much aware of my surroundings. I could hear the Xerox machine going. I could hear people typing. I was very much aware of my surroundings. But what I saw inside the light astounded me. I was shown a vision of me in a dark suit with high heels and stockings on, and I was pulling a suitcase. I was walking down a long hallway, and when I got to the end of the hallway, there was a very large airplane. I stepped up onto the airplane. The moment my foot touched the airplane, it turned into a stage. I was dressed in an evening gown. I had full makeup on. I was at stage left, and the MC was saying my name. He was saying some things about me, and the crowd was getting louder and louder. You could hear the crowd clapping, but curtains were closed, and they never opened. The curtains were closed. And I'm standing there, and I see the vision of me dressed up on the stage in front of all these people getting ready to perform or do whatever I was supposed to be doing. And I looked up to the light and I thought, how is this going to happen? You know, I don't like being in front of a lot of people. I'm nervous in being in front of a lot of people. How is this going to happen? I can see me being in a suit because I wear dresses and suit to church, but not me being that confident being on the stage. What am I going to do? Who's going to come and hear me? What would I be doing on the stage? The thing that astounded me the most was the confidence that I had, that the me that was being shown, that I had so much confidence. That is totally not me. That's not my character, not at all. So I said to the light, this can't happen because I don't have that kind of confidence. This is just not me. That's not me. I don't like being in front of a lot of people. I don't have what it takes to perform in front of people. I don't have that. And I spoke so negatively that the light began to disappear. As the light began to disappear, there were trails of like diamonds trailing behind the light as it was leaving. It was as if you could imagine grains of sand, diamonds as small as a grain of sand, they were sparkling, trailing behind the light as the light was leaving. So I'm standing there like this. I can't believe that this has happened. What just happened? I can't put it together in my head. How did this happen? Why did this happen to me? I mean, I'm not a minister. I'm not an evangelist. I'm not somebody with great knowledge or anything like that. No worldly great knowledge. How could this happen and why me? I just could not fathom this because of my fears of being on the stage in front of a lot of people. I just couldn't imagine anything like that happening for me. So I heard this door open and this worker came out. Apparently a worker decided to take the stairs rather than to take the elevator. So as the door opened, he walks towards me and I'm still like this. I am in shock. I can't believe what's happened. And I say, I want to say so badly to the guy that's walking towards me, did you see that? You saw it? Did you see it? But as he kept walking, he walked past me. He was whistling and he just walked right by me. He didn't even see me. And I thought, oh, wow, you're the only one that saw this. He didn't see this. You're the only one that saw this. So you can't tell anybody because you don't have no proof that this happened. So I go to the elevator again and I push the button again and wait for the elevator to come and get me. And I'm standing there and I'm just thinking, you know, is this just some strange incident that just happened? Something that's out of my control? What is this? What happened? So the elevator doors open, I get on, and I think to myself, you know what? I'm going to give these papers to the supervisor and I'm going to hurry up out of there and come down and see if I can find a light and get some clarity. Well, the elevator doors open, I get off, I walk into this room. Now I'm going to stop here because I want you to come back for part 2 so that you can find out what happened in that room. What was going on in that room? What happened in that room? I want to thank you for listening to me, and I will see you on the next video. Don't give up on your dreams. And remember, I love you. And I just want to say thank you to all of you who are listening to my video. And if it's just one of you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me. There are 10 gazillion things that you could be doing, but listening to my video and my stories, thank you so much. Plus, if you want to know what happens, you can also get my book. It's in the link below to find out what happened. Or you can just stay until I go through the chapters and you can hear what the stories were about. Thank you. Don't give up on your dreams. I love you. Bye.